Have you ever wondered how a nomadic warrior tribe like the Mongols, renowned for their ferocity and ruthlessness, embraced Islam? It's a question that might seem paradoxical at first glance, a tribe known for its savagery adopting a religion of peace. Yet it's one of the most pivotal moments in world history. The unexpected conversion of the Mongols not only reshaped their own society, but also left lasting influences on the Islamic world. Let's delve into the fascinating journey of the Mongols' conversion to Islam. Before we explore their conversion, let's first understand who the Mongols were before Islam. In the vast windswept steppes of Central Asia, the Mongols lived a nomadic lifestyle, roaming over plains with their herds and living in portable felt tents called yurts. This way of life was not only a matter of survival in harsh conditions, it was a deeply ingrained part of their cultural identity. Their nomadic lifestyle also meant they were highly skilled horsemen, a trait that would later make them formidable on the battlefield. The Mongols were not a single unified people, but a collection of tribes. Loyalty to one's tribe was paramount, and intertribal rivalry was common. The tribal culture was hierarchical, with a Khan or a leader at the top. The Khan was often chosen for his bravery and ability to lead in war. This tribal structure, while sometimes leading to internal strife, also fostered a strong sense of solidarity and community among the Mongols. Before Islam, the Mongols were predominantly shamanist, believing in a world filled with spirits. The sky, the earth, the rivers, the mountains, every natural entity was inhabited by spirits, and these shamans were the intermediaries, the spiritual guides who could interact with this spirit world. These beliefs deeply influenced their worldview and their respect for the natural world. And then there were the Mongols as warriors. They were known, even feared, for their military prowess. Their reputation as fearsome warriors wasn't just about their skill in horseback riding, but also their innovative strategies and their adaptability. They could swiftly move across vast distances, strike with surprising speed and retreat just as quickly. Yet, despite their reputation, the Mongols were not just warriors, they were also traders, artists and poets. They had a rich oral tradition, and their epic tales and songs echoed across the steppes. With this backdrop, the Mongols' eventual embrace of Islam seems even more intriguing. Their conversion was not just a shift in religious beliefs, it was a transformation that would profoundly influence their culture, their society, and their impact on the world. But we'll delve into that in the next part of our journey. The Mongols' first encounters with Islam weren't exactly peaceful. As the Mongol Empire expanded, it inevitably collided with the Islamic world. In the early 13th century, the Mongols began their invasions of Islamic territories, stretching from modern-day Iran to Syria. These invasions were marked by fierce battles and significant destruction. The Mongols, led by their fearless leaders like Genghis Khan and his successors, were known for their military prowess and their ability to adapt to different battle strategies. They met the Muslim armies, who were also formidable fighters, deeply committed to defending their lands and faith. A series of wars ensued, with cities and towns falling like dominoes to the Mongol onslaught. The Mongols, who practiced a form of shamanism at the time, showed little regard for the religious institutions of their adversaries. Mosques, madrasas, and libraries housing centuries of Islamic knowledge were razed to the ground. Cultural treasures were lost and countless lives were taken. One of the most notable conflicts was the Mongols' invasion of the Khwarezm Empire, a powerful Islamic state in Central Asia. This encounter was particularly bloody, resulting in the near decimation of the Khwarezmian dynasty and a significant portion of the population. But amidst the violence and destruction, something unexpected was happening. The Mongols, despite their initial disregard for Islam, began to interact with their Muslim subjects. They observed their practices, their rituals, and their unwavering commitment to their faith. They witnessed a civilization that, despite being under siege, held steadfastly to a set of beliefs and values. And so, the seeds of curiosity were sown. The Mongols, in their characteristic pragmatic approach, began to see the value in understanding this faith that seemed to imbue its followers with such resilience and unity. These early encounters with Islam, brutal as they were, laid the groundwork for a profound transformation that was yet to come. Yet, these brutal encounters were the first steps towards the Mongols' eventual conversion. The violent clash of cultures and faiths would, in a twist of fate,
lead to one of the most significant religious conversions in history.
Despite their initial aggression, the Mongols started to adopt Islam in the late 13th century. This was not an overnight transformation, but rather a gradual process influenced by a mixture of political, social, and intellectual reasons. The first of these reasons was political alliances. The Mughal Empire, renowned for its military prowess, also knew the value of diplomacy. They formed alliances with powerful Muslim states, including the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt and the Ilkhanate of Persia. These alliances were often sealed by marriages, leading to the next influencing factor: intermarriage. Intermarriage between Mongol rulers and Muslim nobility became quite common. These marriages were more than just political arrangements. They served as a bridge, connecting two diverse cultures and fostering mutual understanding and respect. Mongol rulers, through their Muslim wives and their households, were exposed to Islamic customs, traditions, and importantly, to the Islamic faith. Lastly, the influence of Muslim advisors and scholars played a crucial role in the Mongols' conversion to Islam. Many Mongol rulers employed Muslim advisors in their courts, and these advisors often held influential positions. They were not just counselors, they were educators, bringing with them a wealth of knowledge about the Islamic world. They introduced the Mongols to Islamic philosophy, science, and most importantly, to the teachings of the Quran. The conversion was not without its challenges. There was resistance from some quarters, especially from those who wanted to hold on to the traditional Mongol beliefs and ways of life. But over time, these voices of resistance grew quieter, and the call of the muezzin grew louder. The Mongol rulers, once the destroyers of cities and civilizations, became the patrons of Islamic art and architecture, the upholders of Islamic law, and the protectors of the Islamic faith. This gradual conversion marked a significant turning point in the history of the Mongols and the Islamic world. The Mongols' conversion to Islam had profound consequences. It was not just a religious shift, but a profound transformation that reshaped the Mongols' world, and indeed the entire course of history. Their conversion to Islam resulted in a significant shift in their governance. The Mongols, once known for their brute force and nomadic lifestyle, began to adopt a more settled way of life. They started to embrace the Islamic legal and administrative systems, replacing their traditional tribal laws. This not only brought a sense of order, but also fostered unity among the diverse groups under their rule. Culturally, the conversion led to a fascinating synthesis. The Mongols, who had previously been influenced by a mix of shamanism, Buddhism, and other indigenous beliefs, now found themselves at the crossroads of Islamic culture. They began to adopt Arabic as the language of administration and scholarship, and Persian as the language of literature and art. This cultural amalgamation resulted in a vibrant era of intellectual and artistic growth, including the rise of Persian miniature painting and the expansion of Islamic architecture. In terms of international relations, the Mongols' conversion to Islam significantly altered their interactions with other Islamic states. They went from being perceived as brutal invaders to becoming part of the wider Islamic community. This shift in perception led to improved diplomatic relations and increased trade, further contributing to the spread of Islam across Asia. Interestingly, the Mongols' conversion to Islam also had a profound effect on the spread of the faith itself. As the Mongols expanded their empire, they also spread Islam, inadvertently becoming one of the key drivers of its growth. Their trade routes served as conduits for Islamic scholars, merchants, and missionaries who traveled far and wide, carrying the message of Islam to the corners of the world. The Mongols' conversion to Islam was not just a religious change, but a transformation that reshaped the course of history. It was a shift that brought about significant changes in governance, culture, and international relations, and played a crucial role in the spread and growth of Islam. So, what can we learn from the story of the Mongols' conversion to Islam? Our journey through history has taken us from the Mongols' early days as fearsome warriors, through their first encounters with Islam, and ultimately to the transformative period of their conversion. We saw that the Mongols, once known for their brutality and conquests, underwent a profound change, embracing a faith that had once been foreign to them. This transition wasn't a simple overnight shift. It was a complex process, shaped by a myriad of factors including political alliances, personal relationships, and the inherent appeal of Islamic beliefs and practices. The Mongols didn't just adopt a new religion, they absorbed its teachings, its culture, and its values, integrating them into their own unique way of life. The impact of this conversion was monumental, not just for the Mongols, but for the wider Islamic world. It led to a fusion of cultures, a sharing of ideas, and a reshaping of political landscapes. Their story serves as a reminder of how cultures can influence and shape each other in the most profound ways. The story of the Mongols' conversion to Islam is a testament to the transformative power of religious and cultural exchange, even in the most unlikely scenarios. This tale of transformation underscores the resilience and adaptability of human societies and the enduring allure of spiritual enlightenment.